The voice was small, trembling, and far too fragile for the scorching daylight that hung over the dusty roadside. A boy, thin, sunburned, clutching an old, dented bicycle, stood in front of a group of bikers whose roaring engines had just gone silent. His name was Rafael, no older than 10, yet his eyes carried the weight of someone who had seen too much, too soon. Sweat mixed with the dust on his cheeks, but nothing could hide the raw fear and desperation carved into his expression. The leader of the bikers, Marco, stepped off his motorcycle, towering over the boy, but it was the boy's trembling words that towered over them all. "Please, I just need enough money so Mom can eat. If you believe in kindness and second chances, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Touch of Kinness. Your support helps stories like this reach more hearts." Rafael's story unfolded in broken, halting pieces. He used to have a home. He used to have a father. But an unexpected tragedy months ago had taken his father away, leaving him and his mother, Alma, clinging to whatever scraps they could manage. Alma had once worked in a small tailor shop, but it shut down after the owner fell into financial ruin. Since then, every day had been a fight, and every night her son heard her crying softly, thinking he was asleep. Rafael felt powerless. He refused to let his mother wither in silence. And so he decided to sell the one good thing left from his father, a battered bicycle his dad had fixed for him during better days. Wasn't worth much, but to Rafael, it was everything he had left of love and childhood. The bikers listened, their faces slowly losing their usual edge. They weren't bad men, just rough around the edges, misunderstood by most. Marco knelt to the boy's height, studying the bike. It was old, missing paint, the chain stiff with rust. Rafael's small hands tightened around the handlebars as if they might crumble without him. When Marco asked him how much he wanted, Rafael only whispered, "Just enough so Mommy can eat tonight." The truth in his voice cracked something in every man present. Marco didn't negotiate. He didn't question the price. He simply handed the boy far more money than the bike was worth, so much that Rafael's eyes widened, his lips parting in disbelief. But Marco wasn't done. He motioned to his men. Without another word, they followed the boy through narrow paths toward a crumbling apartment building that looked tired of standing. Inside, Alma lay weak on a thin mattress, her cheeks hollow and pale. When she saw her son and the group of bikers, fear flashed in her eyes until Rafael ran to her with the money clutched in his hands. "Mom, they helped us!" "My bike," he cried. Alma tried to sit up, tears blurring her vision. She apologized for the mess, for the trouble, for her failures, but Marco stopped her gently. "You didn't fail," he said softly. "Life hit you hard. We're just here to help you get back up." The bikers left briefly and returned with bags of groceries, medicine, and even a warm meal prepared by one of their families nearby. Alma wept as she held the first spoonful, whispering thanks between sobs. Rafael watched her eat with a relief so deep it seemed to melt the fear away from his bones. For the first time in months, there was enough food. For the first time in months, there was hope. Word spread quickly through the neighborhood about what the bikers did, and soon others joined in, donating clothes, offering odd jobs for Alma, helping repair the broken apartment door. People who had once looked down on the bikers now saw them as protectors. Rafael's world slowly pieced itself back together, from charity alone, but from the kindness of strangers who refused to let suffering continue unnoticed. And Marco. He returned the bike to Rafael a week later, fully restored, polished until it shone like sunlight. "A boy should never lose the last gift his father gave him," he said. Rafael hugged the bike, and then Marco, all the strength his small body held.